You're a totally different guy than what the media basically portrays you as. Maybe even have our crew come out sometime and interview you where you're at in that rural area. That'd be kind of a Vice-style report. But you're doing a great job promoting freedom. So thank you so much for joining us, John McAfee.
And for your listeners out there, if you would like to donate, because this is a very expensive campaign to try to locate these things, please send to privacy@future10central.com any comments, support, or help you'd like to give. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Privacy@future10central.com. John, we'll talk to you again soon, buddy.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to go to this piece by Leanne McAdoo showing the frightening behavior of the Democrats. The majority of them she talked to here in Austin yesterday in South by Southwest want Lord Obama to run for a third term. Let's go ahead and play this report from last night's InfoWars Nightly News. We'll come back from break and get into more news. Stay with us.
Hillary has kind of been doing such a bad job. The Democrats don't really have anybody, and Obama is toying with the idea of running for a third term. We want to put out a video that tells him to do it.
I already voted for you last year, so I'll vote for you again next time too. Or no, not last year, but last term.
Obama, you should run for a third term because we need you.
Obama's third term?
No.
Are you guys lining up to vote for Obama's third term? Is that why everyone's here in line?
We need Obama to run for the third term. So I want the whole country to vote for Obama.
Are you here voting for Obama's third term?
Yes, of course. I honestly think, why not? Obama's the first black president. Why not be the first person in history to go 3 terms?
Yeah, I don't give a about Obama. I think Obama is going to give it a shot, but it's still pretty important.
I'm going to go with he's not going to get this one done.
Obama to run for a third term?
Boo! Boo! You forget what state you're in.
I don't hate it. It sounds all right to me. But I'm American, so that's all that matters.
Well, if you love America, then you know the Constitution has a 22nd Amendment, and he can't run for a third term, even though he wants to.
I know he can, but I didn't know he wanted to run.
I'd say he did a good job, but I just don't think we need to have a president in office. You know, if we were to limit to like 4 terms, that wouldn't be too bad.
Third term. Make it happen. Boom. Boom.
Obama, run for a third term.
We really don't want him to, so...
Do I think he can make it happen? Yes.
Do we care about the amendments?
Or the Constitution? Yeah, again.
I don't think it's an option, so I think we're okay.
Obama third term!
It's for the kids.
For us.
No, I do not want that man for a third term. Our government can go ahead and burn itself down before I do.
Are you going to vote for Hillary?
I ain't voting for any of them. That woman doesn't need to run either.
You're going to vote for Bush?
I ain't voting for none of them.
You can't do that.
Why?
You can only do 2 terms.
We just got to do away with that pesky 22nd Amendment?
Don't think so.
Yeah? 4 more years?
Can't do that. Sorry, I'm pro-America.
There's a reason that Hillary Clinton is not up for the
In charge of the United States.
He has signed a lot of executive orders, and this is something that he thinks that it could be fun to kind of mess around with the amendments, and people want him to run for a third term. The Democrats have no one.
That may be the case, but, you know, the Constitution's kind of important.
If you don't vote for Obama for a third term, you're voting for Bush or Hillary, so...
Well, like a different Bush?
Yeah! Baby brother Bush.
Sounds like a triple lose situation to me.
You can see the report at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com right now. Again, that was Leanne McAdoo. And the thing about the grassroots liberals, they really mean well. They're just happy trendies that just go through life smiling and want to be sweet and do what they're told to be part of the team and work with everybody. Yeah, let's put the gun owners in a forced labor camp. Yeah, let's ban dihydrogen monoxide. It sounds scary. I'm going to comply my whole life, and the big foreign mega banks that own everything care about me. And all the TV shows are about being funny and silly, and meanwhile, it's all mechanized, pure power, pure evil. They have trained the general population to live in continued, suspended disbelief. We're going to go to break and come back and get to the news I haven't covered yet. Inside the U.S. antitrust probe of Google, 23 dreamers so far from Obama's amnesty snared in criminal dragnet as 167,000 criminal aliens are loose in the U.S. We're going to get into California farmers skip planting, sell water to desperate cities. The DEA is seizing cash without warrants in its version of stop and frisk. And a lot more here today. And, of course, we also have joining us Dr. Paul Craig Roberts on the huge developments in Russia, with Russia openly talking about using nukes against the West with the Ukraine situation. All this and more is coming up. Briefly, keep spreading the word about the broadcast. The system hates it. It's having a big effect, transcending all the fake political paradigms and getting down to basic liberty, basic renaissance, and exposing social engineers. And we've got 10% off. I've decided to extend it through Sunday. It's going to end Sunday afternoon. 10% off everything with promo code SUPER because folks wanted me to extend it to the weekend. And then we won't have a sale like this for a long time. Promo code SUPER, InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com. And your purchase supports the transmission. Stay with us.
This hour brought to you by InfidelBodyArmor.com. When it hits the fan, don't be left without the body armor that will save your life. With prices starting at just $374.99 and ships free. Get yours at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Just won't quit.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his two-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
Hey, sorry I'm running late. I had to stop and get my vitamins for the month.
I got mine in the mail yesterday from DiscountNutritionShop.com, so I'm here, totally on time.
DiscountNutritionShop.com?
Yep, they're a lifesaver in more ways than one. They have all the nutritional supplements you need, the major brands you know, plus you can save up to 10%. Write down this number, 888-908-4548.
Huh?
888-908-4548. Or just go to DiscountNutritionShop.com.
The Clean and Green sale continues at Guns80.com. My buddy Mark is rolling in clover since Guns80.com announced its Clean and Green sale. He used his leprechaun-like magical powers to get Guns80.com to offer us a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Now, for a limited time, when you order an AR-15 rifle kit, Guns80.com will toss in a cleaning kit and a tactical bipod pistol grip free, all for the low, low price of $449.95. Go to Guns80.com or call 844-2-GUNS80.
McAdoo's report. There's a whole bunch of these powerful reports. That's why I'm airing them. Armed black militants prep for war. Jakari Jackson and Kit Daniels video. It has pretty good audio, but it's hidden camera, so it's not good for radio. It might not translate well on AM radio, but it's very powerful. It's linked on DrudgeReport.com and Infowars.com. An inside investigation of the brainwashing and social engineering, re-education camp stuff going on at Starbucks. That's what that is. See, when you've studied history, it's giant re-education camp stuff. That's why Hillary came out and said we need re-education camps and talked to the audience like they were 5 years old. That's what this is all about. That sounds weird when you hear me say it because you've never lived in a re-education camp. When you've studied them, you know exactly what it is. So that's coming up. I want to go to this piece by Darren McBride exposing the phony drug war. The title of it is Chewbacca Smokes Weed. Here it is.
It's stimulating, mind-expanding, safer to use than alcohol. It's the in thing. Such are the myths concerning marijuana. Myths that lull thousands of young people into experimenting with the noxious weed.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
Should marijuana be legalized? We'll debate the pros and cons right now.
Marijuana leads to doing worse things. That's just a fact. I don't care what anybody says.
The drug war is a total failure, and the federal drug war ought to be revisited and, for the most part, gotten rid of.
This has corrupted our government. It has destroyed our due process, and it is withholding from people medicine that is very effective, and we need to stop it. We need to roll prohibition back right now.
Marijuana is natural. You know, there's so many different things that you can use it for, including, you know, helping cancer patients.
I'm a Christian minister. Yeah. And I believe, you know, Jesus will be okay with it.
There have been studies proving that children who have 400 seizures a day, that's intense. That's like a seizure a minute, who can't stop just violently convulsing, have been helped and have stopped having seizures like 2 to 3 days after applying the cannabinoid oil treatment to themselves, like in their food or something like that. Like, that's incredible. There's proof of that. Like, it's all over the internet.
The mandatory minimums locking people up for non-violent crimes for very long periods of time where there's no discretion for the fact that they were non-violent, that this is their first offense. No, just lock them up.
You two-bit heroes, making life miserable for innocent children. Why don't you go out and hunt real criminals?
We got a tip on this drag race, but when we found the marijuana, well, sir, that's a very serious charge.
Think about the tens of billions of dollars that Big Pharma makes a year, with close to 20% of the population being on antidepressants, when every major study shows that marijuana absolutely destroys depression in people, and Prozac can't even prove that it has any measurable positive effect, and they have to put on the insert that it may make you commit suicide.
Things like alcohol kill people daily, and it's legal because it can be taxed.
Happy to deliver alcohol. But weed is illegal, right?
Hey, bud, let's party.
I do think, however, that the pharmaceutical company should stay away. Like, just keep it natural. Let's have the sun out, you know, like roast the seeds in the dirt. You know, like, just stay away, you know, let it be, you know, like, let it grow organically, and like that's what will help people.
It should not be legal, because that's helping us make money on the streets.
And prohibition.
That's right.
Peace. What's the obstacle? What the hell is stopping it? Why is Texas taking so long?
Because we're in Texas, dude. Yeah. They haven't figured out how to make money off of it yet. They're looking at all the benefits from others. They're right wing. They don't care about the health benefits. They know that we're making so much money off the cancer and whatnot. They want us to be unhealthy.
There's so many benefits for something that's natural.
All right, folks.
We need to look more into natural.
It's a good
medicine.
report. The whole thing's on Infowars.com. And he photoshopped him and a real Chewbacca smoking pot in front of the cops. Yeah, I don't like the whole marijuana culture, but it does have a lot of medical benefits. They keep it illegal so they can throw people in prison. We need to end prohibition now. Everybody basically agrees on that. We'll be back.
Thank you for listening.
Prohibition will end.
Visit GCNlive.com today.
It's a libertarian world, folks. In the near future. When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. Infowars building independent media operation.
We let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called Infowars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Get
Actually, it's begun. You can feel it.